Good morning, one and all. I'm Batmaja. I'm going to present a soft model on brain behalf of my table 3 students. Brain is the largest and most important organ of a human body. It weighs about 1400 grams. It is responsible for most of our body function. The brain is surrounded by a layer of meninges. The brain is present in the cranial vault which protects it from injury. It almost floats in the cerebrospinal fluid. Let's see a few important parts of brain, like cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. The surface area of the cerebrum is 200 centimeters square. The cerebrum is divided into two cerebral hemispheres, like right and the left, by a median longitudinal fissure. But the cerebrum is connected to each other by the median plane by corpus callosum. Few features of cerebrum are 3 surface, 4 borders, 4 lobes, 3 poles, and sulci and gyri. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It is divided into right and left cerebral hemisphere by the median longitudinal fissure. It consists of 3 surfaces, the superolateral, the medial when we cut open the brain, and the inferior surface. There are 4 borders, the superomedial, the inferior lateral. In the inferior surface, we get the medial occipital border and the medial orbital border. There are 4 lobes. Before the central gyrus, there is frontal lobe. Behind the central gyrus is the parietal lobe. This is the temporal lobe, and this is the occipital lobe. There are 3 poles, the frontal pole, the temporal pole, and the occipital pole. Let us discuss about the sulci and gyri of the cerebrum. This is the median longitudinal fissure which divides the cerebral hemisphere into right and left cerebral hemisphere. This is the central sulcus, and this is the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe. Before the central sulcus, there is precentral sulcus, and this is the superior frontal sulcus. This is the inferior frontal sulcus. This is the precentral gyrus, superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, and the inferior frontal gyrus. In the parietal lobe, there is a postcentral sulcus and the infraparietal sulcus. This is the postcentral gyrus, superior parietal gyrus, and the inferior parietal lobe. In the temporal lobe, there is a posterior rami of the lateral sulcus, superior temporal sulcus, and the inferior temporal sulcus. Functional areas of brain. This is the frontal lobe. It consists of area number 4, which is the primary motor area, which controls the movement of skill and posture. Area number 6, which is premotor area, which is helpful for programming of the motor events. Area number 8, which is the frontal eye field area, which controls the movement of eyelids, size of the pupil, and lacrimation. Area number 44 is the Broca speech area, which helps in the word production. Area number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24, 45 to 47 are the prefrontal lobe, helps in complex learning ability, intelligence, and judgment. Now coming to the parietal lobe. It consists of area number 3, 1, 2, which is the primary sensory cortex, which is meant for the perception of sensation like fine touch and localization. Area number 5 is involved in processing of somatosensory information. Area number 7 is helpful in processing visual information in order to produce not only movements but also arousal, attention, and emotion. Area number 39 is the reading center. This is the occipital lobe. It consists of area number 17, which is the primary visual cortex, helpful for perception of the visual information. Area number 18 and 19 is the visual associative area, which helps in interpretation of visual information received from 17. It also helps in appreciation of fine things like shape, form, texture, depth, location of the object. This is the temporal lobe. It consists of area number 22, which is helpful in memory and identification of the sound heard. Area number 20 and 21 is helpful in vision. Let's discuss the next important part of the brain, which is the cerebellum. Cerebellum is the largest part of the hindbrain and second largest part of the brain. The cerebellum weighs about 150 grams. It is present in the posterior cranial fossa behind the pons and medulla. Some features are cerebellum is divided into two cerebellar hemispheres by the vermis. It consists of superior and the inferior surface. This is the cerebellum. It consists of two cerebellar hemisphere which is united in the center by the vermis. This is the superior surface and this is the inferior surface. Now I am going to talk about the brainstem. The brainstem is the distal part of the brain. It is made up of midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata lies in the anterior part of the posterior cranial fossa which extend down to the foramen magnum. Medulla oblongata consists of respiratory and vasomotor centers. Pons. Pons is 2.5 cm long and it extends from the cranial end of the medulla to the cerebellar peduncle of the midbrain. It is the median plane pons show a vertical basilar sulcus which lodges the basilar artery. The midbrain is the shortest segment of the brain. It connects the forebrain and the hindbrain. It is about 2.5 centimeters wide. It contains cerebral aqueduct which connects the third and the fourth ventricle.